All right, let's get into it. We're doing another deep dive.
Okay.
And this time we're looking at something pretty exciting. League One,
Oh, yeah.
Auxerre versus Auxerre. So, yeah, what do you think? I mean, Auxerre going for a fourth win at home.
Yeah.
Angers want to keep their unbeaten streak on the road.
Absolutely. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Auxerre at home, they've been pretty good there.
Yeah.
And Auxerre, they've been solid away from home, so it's going to be really interesting to see kind of how that, that dynamic plays out.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's like, will Auxerre kind of keep that home momentum going, or will Auxerre, kind of, put a stop to it? We're going to see. So one thing that really stood out to me about this match was Angers' start, right? They're usually a bit more conservative, maybe conceding an early goal sometimes. But in this one, they came out firing.
Oh, yeah.
And you could tell they really wanted to dictate the pace.
Yeah, it was really interesting to see because, like you said, Angers, they're not typically known for being, like, super aggressive,
Oh, really?
But they came out and you could tell they had a plan. You know what I mean? Like El Malali almost scored early on, like right away. Like first couple minutes, cuts inside, almost buries it.
Yeah. And then you had Alavina.
Oh, yeah.
With that, I mean, that was a rocket of a volley, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Really tested Donovan Leon, the Auxerre keeper.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he had to be at his best, like right out of the gate to keep Angers off the board, and that save on Alavino was just like, it was top drawer, wasn't it? Like really kept them in it, at that point.
Yeah. I mean, you've got to wonder, do you think this was this a tactical shift from Gerald Badical, the Angers manager? Maybe he saw something in Auxerre's style of play at home and decided to try something different, maybe exploit that.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. It's definitely possible that he saw something there and thought, hey, we can maybe disrupt them by pressing high, by really kind of getting in their faces early on, and they did. They disrupted their build-up play, and they created a couple of really good chances, like you said, with El Malali and Alavina.
Absolutely.
I mean, those are dangerous players,
right?
And and they were given the freedom, to kind of express themselves. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely something to watch going forward.
Yeah, for sure. And it'd be interesting to see if this is something that they try again, with other teams as well.
Yeah.
See if it's something they can actually kind of implement as a more consistent strategy, right?
Absolutely.
So Angers come out, they're aggressive, they're pressing high. How did Auxerre, they're known for their attack, especially at home.
Right.
How did they respond to that?
Right. Well, they did what good teams do,
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't panic. They absorbed the pressure and they, slowly but surely they started to create some chances of their own, right? I mean, we saw Perrine trying his luck from distance. We saw Owusu kind of, trying to make things happen.
Yeah.
But Angers' defense, they held strong. They were very organized, very disciplined, and, like I said, well drilled by Badical, I mean, they clearly had a game plan and they executed it really well, So credit to Angers, for kind of sticking to their guns and playing their game,
Yeah, so we had this really interesting clash of styles. We had Angers kind of surprisingly aggressive, right?
Yeah.
And Auxerre being more patient, more resilient,
Yeah.
and kind of weathering the storm a little bit. I mean, the second half must have been a real battle.
Oh, it was a back and forth affair,
Yeah.
and the tension was palpable. I mean, you could just feel it.
Yeah.
Both teams had chances, Sinioko almost broke the deadlock for Auxerre, with that curling shot that just went wide.
I know.
And then Nian for Angers, oh my gosh, that powerful header.
I know.
That forced an unbelievable save from Leon.
It was like you could just feel that one goal, right?
Yeah.
Was going to decide it,
Absolutely.
And it did. But in dramatic fashion.
Oh, tell me about it.
In the 92nd minute, Hamad Jr., he rises above everyone, meets whoever's cross.
Oh, what a ball.
And just heads it into the back of the net.
I mean,
talk about a last gasp winner.
I know. I mean, the Auxerre fans, they must have been going crazy, right?
Oh, they were. It was incredible. I mean, it was one of those moments where you just couldn't believe it. It's like, wait, what just happened?
Yeah.
So Auxerre, they get that smash and grab victory, right?
Yeah, classic.
Weathered the storm,
Yeah. I mean, they stayed in it, They stayed in the game. They didn't get frustrated. They didn't let, Andy's kind of get them off their game.
Right.
And they capitalized on a late opportunity, you know? I mean, that's what good teams do. That's what good teams do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Huge confidence booster for them, I imagine.
Yeah.
Moves them up into the top 6.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves right now, you know. And they deserve to feel good about themselves, you know. They worked hard for that. They fought for it and they got the result, you know. So,
yeah. And for Angie's, their unbeaten run ends.
yeah.
Unfortunately, they remained in the relegation zone, right?
Yeah.
It's a tough result for them.
Yeah, it is.
But, like we talked about,
Right.
I think this match shows that they can adapt.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, they can adapt their tactics. They can be a threat.
Yeah.
Yeah. To any team in the league, you know? So, I mean, it's a tough result, yes, but there are positives to take away from it, you know? And that's what they need to focus on, right?
Yeah, exactly. It'll be interesting to see if they can maintain that more proactive approach, going forward.
Yeah.
Because it definitely made them a much tougher opponent.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So what about you? What really stood out to you about this match? Like, thinking about Auxerre and their potential for the rest of the season.
I think it says a lot about their mental strength, you know?
Yeah.
Their resilience. Even when they weren't at their best, you know, even when they faced that unexpected pressure from anchors, they didn't crumble. They didn't, they didn't fall apart. They kept their composure. They found a way to win. And that's, that's a sign of a team that can compete at the top, you know? I mean, you're not gonna win every game playing beautiful, free-flowing football, you know? Sometimes you got to grind it out. Sometimes you got to dig deep and find a way to get those 3 points, you know? And in Auxerre, they showed they can do that.
Yeah.
You know? So that bodes well for them going forward.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, this late victory, I think it could be a turning point for them.
Yeah.
Shows they have the belief, they have the determination to grind out those results.
Yeah.
Even when things aren't going their way,
Yeah.
I think they're definitely a team to watch closely.
For sure. Auxerre, keep an eye on them.
Yeah, I think so too.
Definitely.
And Auxerre.
Yeah.
They can be dangerous. Who knows what's going to happen in Ligue 1, right?
That's what I love about it. You never know.
Exactly.
Every week there's a new story, you know? There's a new twist, and that's what keeps us coming back for more, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you listening, keep watching Ligue 1 because you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Lots of excitement and lots of drama. And we'll be back with another deep dive soon.
See you then.
All right, take care.
Bye.